Yirra Yaakin have been engaged to help coordinate the Noongar and the cultural aspects of the Giants and the engagement with the Giants. So basically, we want to make sure that the Giants have a kind of relationship with the Noongar people, and with that we're looking at having a smoking ceremony and giving gifts and just making sure that they have that kind of connection while they're on country.
This production is in association with PIAF and Royal de Luxe. So Kyle's the artistic director and I'm the producer. I look at the budget and tell him what he can and can't do.
A lot of what I'm doing is kind of juggling between wishes and thoughts from the elders and what PIAF wants and what the elders want and what the Royal de Luxe wants. So basically I'm kind of a coordinator in this, but I also get to work some of my artistic vision and ideas for it to try and bring them to life.
We only have 3 weeks until the Giants are actually up and walking around Perth. So there is a lot of planning to go ahead, a lot of negotiations with PIAF and Royal de Luxe, as well as our cultural advisory group that we have, and just making sure everyone's on board and the communication lines are open, which is my job.
I think the scale of it is going to be quite massive, so it's actually finding the right people to fit in those places. I mean, the creation of these objects or these things, the Perth International Arts Festival are going to be working quite heavily on that. We will help facilitate the design and the appropriateness of these things, but basically it's going to be pulling all the right people and pushing them in the right directions. That's going to be the hardest part, I think.
I'm probably most excited and terrified at the same time of the final product, the final event. Just seeing all of your hard work come together in the end, and then watching the audience's, I guess, reaction to our interaction with the Giants. You can kind of imagine it in your head, but actually going down there and seeing them to scale kind of puts things in perspective. And I said to Kyle on the way down, I was like, I don't think Perth is kind of ready just yet for the Giants, because they have no idea, the amount of impact the young girl and the uncle is going to have.
What you're about to see is pretty amazing. We watched it in rehearsals, but actually having it here with the crowd, it's something special.
We've got the diver giant waking up here, we've got the little girl giant waking up on Langley Park. She's already woken up by now. And then we've got them both sleeping and waking up again, and then we've got the big welcome to country. So today is about getting all those elements together, making sure that all the artists are comfortable with what they're doing, and then also gathering all the technical requirements, gum leaves basically, to make sure that the smoking ceremony goes well. And then it's just managing all of that, and I have no idea how well that's going to go. I guess I'll just be running around like a headless chook and making things go as we do.
It's still pretty much coming together. Like I said, nothing's been concrete, but having the crowd here, it's a good feeling about it. Having everything kind of fall into place.
There's a lot of people. There's probably about 30,000 people just between William Street and Barrack Street, at least, maybe 50, 60. It's amazing, and I can't wait to see the reactions from these young people here, because in rehearsals, seeing the diver giant wake up and seeing how the didge interacts with that and the music is just awe-inspiring. So I can't wait to hear the reaction from the Perth crowd, because I think they're going to go off.
was a phenomenal experience. One that I would happily do again. It was amazing. Like, I'm still recovering from the Giants because I'm still working on it, even though they've been gone for about 2 weeks now.
The Noongar community are happy, Royal de Luxe happy, the general public are happy, and all of our partners are happy. So, you know, it's worth that losing that little bit of sanity and you know, giving a lot of energy and emotion and spirit towards something that so many people would enjoy. You know, it cost us a little bit of sanity, but I think, you know, that's the price you pay for making sure that something this significant is authentic.
The highlight for me would be seeing the final product. One of the most, I think, standout moments for me is when the diver actually woke up, because we got to, you know, watching that at rehearsal and then actually watching it come to life during the performance period when you had thousands and thousands and thousands of people around you. You know, you're going, oh, okay, no, this is going to work. It's quite cool.
The moment when the little girl stopped on Murray Street, they put her little helmet on and her glasses on, and she started to ride her little scooter, and being on the music truck and seeing and feeling the whole vibe of the crowd as they realised what was happening that was another magic moment.
The Giants have, I believe, been around for about 10 years, and this is the first time they have ever collaborated with an Indigenous group in that 10 years. So it was kind of a learning curve for us as well as for them on what we could and couldn't do, as well as, you know, Jean-Luc's vision for what he had for the whole process or production, and our kind of vision and where we fit in, and, you know, trying to accommodate to that, as well as letting him know there are some cultural stuff we couldn't do. It was stressful at times, but I definitely enjoyed watching them kind of create a journey around Perth and tell a story at the same time.
What I've been sharing with people is that we didn't actually do a performance. We didn't actually do any drama or theatre. What we actually did was a traditional smoking ceremony. We got, you know, people who know how to manage the fire and the smoke. We've got ochre from my grandmother's country, dug up by my mum and parents, and we also, you know, really invested in the language of it. And one of my favourite bits out of all that was seeing Reverend Seelan Garlett give a welcome to country, but have a moment to chat with these interesting beings, and to feel that life and that joy and that happiness from him, because the Reverend Seelan Garlett always does our funerals. So whenever I hear him speak, or the majority of times I hear him speak, it's usually, you know, doing a eulogy or a sermon, you know, for some sorry business. So to hear that life and that joy from him and from Nana May Maguire as well, really kind of encapsulated why we do these kind of things, why smoking ceremonies are important, why Welcome to Country is important.
Dernier mouvement des bras vers le haut.
Like, everyone keeps laughing at me because I keep saying I'm kind of sad they went. You know, to come in, be such a big part of our lives, turn our lives upside down for a month, and then to leave. There is kind of that, you know, gap there. But it's given us the I guess, the experience to grow as a company, and now it feels like we can kind of accomplish anything.